Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the replay if you're watching on replay. I am Camille. Hi. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming by. This is going to be just a quick, little list scope. Hey. Welcome. I'm going to do a quick little list scope. I look kind of... Oh, say hello. I look kind of rough right now because I haven't gotten ready for my day. Which is sad because it's almost 1 o'clock. Hello, welcome. But I wanted to do this scope while I had time, while the house was relatively quiet. This is, hey, hi, welcome. If you're new, welcome too, especially, hey, Arthur. Thanks for coming, guys. So, I know a lot of people like to ask advice from psychics, but maybe too nervous to do so. Hey. But maybe nervous to do so. And so I wanted to give you some kind of, tips and advice. If you hear of a psychic or someone doing any of these kinds of things, you may want to be careful. Because, yeah, there are a lot of frauds out there, but there's also a lot of really, genuine people who just want to help. So, here are my list of 5 things. 1, if a psychic or intuitive or gypsy, witch, whoever tells you that you have a curse on you and says, oh, but for $100, I'll get rid of it for you, run far, far away. Don't believe that, because that's more than likely a scam. And you want none of that. If you genuinely come to a psychic saying, I think I have a curse on me, and they charge you up the wazoo for it, they do the egg thing. Oh yeah, let me crack an egg. Are you talking about let me crack an egg over your head and bite this pine cone and the curse will be gone. Don't let them come near you with eggs. Okay. I could go into a million topics with curses, because yeah, there can be curses on you, but there's a whole slew of things you can do yourself to get rid of them. You don't necessarily need to seek out someone, depending on the kind of curse. But anyway, I don't do curses. While I believe in them, I don't believe in performing them myself. But anyway, so tip number 1, if a psychic comes to you saying you have a curse on you out of the blue, and that if you pay them X amount of dollars, they'll get rid of it, walk away. Find someone else to talk to. All right. Number 2, a good psychic, if they're giving you a reading, will not just out of the blue predict your death. Okay. While there are psychics out there that are able to see that, possibly, the future is very fluid, meaning we can change the future ourselves. So that's why future predicting out a certain length, even predicting the future months in advance, the future can change. Yeah, right? Nobody wants to hear death. Now, if they pull the death card, if you're doing a tarot reading, that's totally different. That doesn't mean you're going to die in 2 days. That has a whole nother meaning, so don't be scared of the death card or the hanged man card. Hi, welcome. A psychic will not just out of the blue go, oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow your dog's going to get hit by a car. They're not going to predict death. They may say, keep a closer eye on your dog, but it doesn't necessarily mean your dog's going to die. Because that's either going to make you paranoid, and you're never going to leave your house, or, I don't know. Anyway, the future's fluid. No one can really predict death. And if someone can, most of the time it's proper etiquette not to, say things. Because, like I said, the future can change. All right, number 3. If you are, it can be changed. Our choices do affect our future, and there's free will. Sorry, I'm feeding him tortilla to keep him kind of quiet, and he's just throwing them all on the floor instead of eating them. All right, number 3, if you go see a psychic in person, I personally haven't, and I don't see clients in person yet. I'm not that established yet, but a good psychic, and this is from talking to other people, a good psychic is not going to immediately just roll out the prices on everything. So they're not going to be like, hi, welcome. If you want a reading, here's, you know, blah, 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 all my prices, and not going to talk to you first. A good psychic is going to get to know you a little bit better to kind of figure out what kind of reading is good for you. If you need help deciding. If you already know, then that's different. But they're not going to be like, I'm not going to, oh, thanks. They're not going to be like, oh, yeah, I can't give you any information until you hand me money. Like, that's really not okay. He just took the rest of the tortilla and threw it on the ground. So don't ever go to someone who pressures you into buying something from them immediately, because like I said, that's not okay. That's not appropriate. A good psychic is going to sit there and want to talk to you a little bit and get to know you, and not to pull information out of you, but to make you more comfortable. Because you don't ever want to go into a reading with someone that's frightened the whole time, because it's just really bad energy. Hey, Dane. Alright, so the first three again. 1, they'll never tell you that you're cursed and you should pay the money to get rid of the curse. 2, they're never just going to spring your death on you when your death's going to come. Hey, sorry I haven't messaged you back today. I've been a little busy. 3, they're not going to just immediately say you have to pay me or I'm not going to talk to you. Alright, 4, a good psychic is going to allow you to ask questions about your reading. Because a good psychic... Oh, that's gross. He's sitting on my lap and... Okay. That's what little boys do. A good psychic is going to... Oh, gross, CJ. A good psychic is going to allow you to ask questions about your reading because they're confident in what they've said and they want you to get the full message from it. Because, you know, you're a paying client and they want you to completely understand what they're telling you, because that's not fair for people to walk away being more confused than when they showed up. A good psychic's going to allow you to ask clarifying questions to make sure they completely understand what you're trying to tell them. If a psychic all of a sudden is like, oh, I don't answer questions, or, you know, oh, well, you heard it. You don't need me to repeat it. That's because there's a really good chance that they're not completely 100% honest with you. And that's a little sketchy. And again, maybe you shouldn't be talking to that person any longer. And number 5 is that a good psychic's not going to make you feel stupid. Ever. They want you to benefit from what they have to tell you because you came to them. They want you to understand what they have to say. And they're never going to, you know, belittle you or make your problems seem like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. You know, I've got more issues than you, kind of thing. They're never going to make you feel stupid. They want you know, a good psychic is respectful of you and your time and your money, and they are respectful of what comes up in a reading. They're not going to sugarcoat things, but they're not going to be so blatantly black and white that it's offensive, right? They're going to tell you in a loving way. And maybe you do need to pull your head out of your ass, but they're never going to say, shh. They're never going to tell you, pull your head out of your ass about the situation. No. So, I'll just recap if you're new here. 1, they're never going to tell you you're cursed. 2, they're never going to predict your death. 3, they're going to get to know you before they throw prices at you of anything. 4, they will allow you to ask questions if you need them. And 5, they're not going to make you feel like you're stupid. One suggestion I have, if you're interested in finding a reader, I mean, I do readings, but at the same time, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. So, I would suggest, if you're looking for someone online, go to something like Etsy or to, while I've used to work on a hotline, I may not suggest going there first. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, this isn't any new information, but at the same time, people don't know, and they get conned into these scary tarot readers that, you know, keep them coming back for answers. It's like, that's not really how this should operate. I don't think that's fair to people. Yes, too many people. And then they get turned off and they don't realize, like, there's a lot of really compassionate readers out there that you can go talk to. You are so noisy. Hey, shh. He's just, it's almost bedtime. And so I want everyone, thanks. He's 1. He's tiny. Tiny baby. So I want everyone to be comfortable. I would suggest going to someplace like Etsy or I mean, you can find people on their personal sites, but people with their own personal websites tend to charge a little more. But if that's what you're looking for, then go for it. But what I like to do is I go onto Etsy and I find really inexpensive, $1 up to $5 readings, like a simple 1-card reading. And that way, when I order that and I ask my question, I can get to know someone's reading style and how they go about it. And that way I can figure out, okay, yeah, I really connect to how they choose to read for people, or no, not really. But at the same time, you're still supporting them. You're not asking for a free reading. I'm not psychic, but empath. Oh my gosh. I totally understand that. It's hard being empathic. I'm the same way. I mean, I don't know. Psychic's a weird word. Intuitive's about the same thing, but I'm intuitive, but it gets very overwhelming. I don't go to movie theaters and large crowds because I can't handle it. But yeah, check out, yes, I have to carry crystals with me to help keep me grounded. But yeah, check out Etsy. Go find someone that gives really inexpensive readings to try out. And find someone that you really enjoy their style. You're a dancer? Oh, yeah, it's hard. I totally understand. But yeah, try out some people, learn about them, and get to know someone. And if you really enjoy their readings, keep coming back to them. Because the highest compliment for someone who does readings for people is to have a repeat customer. And what's great about repeat customers, you get to know them and you create this bond with them. That's really important. It's an important relationship. While I love my new customers, my customers that come back again and again, I enjoy getting to know them and getting to see their story evolve as they choose, make different choices. And I love celebrating the good things that come out of, our readings. And, and I enjoy being there to support them if, something negative comes up in their life. So anyway, that was my list of 5 things. Oh, and now he's making a mess. So I have to go put my kiddo down. I may be on later, I don't know. But that was my little, come to Chef Jeff tonight. Oh, I will be there. He's on right now, isn't he? Or he just was on? I'll have to come back. Do you watch Anita's Scope? I haven't seen her in like 3 days. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she's been on and she blocked me. I don't know. Okay. Hey. I am so sorry. Has Anita been on the last couple nights? I don't know what's going on. They've been off. Oh, okay. All right, good. I was like, oh, did she block me? I don't know why she would have blocked me. And yeah, Angel, I know. Oh my goodness. I know Angel hasn't been on. He's really busy with work and everything. Okay. It was like, I got a little testy in her last scope because people were kind of talking over her and about things completely unrelated, and it was starting to bother me. And I kind of snapped. I didn't say anything really mean, but I did call someone rude. Oops. It was just really grating on my nerves. So I finally had to block him for the rest of that scope so I couldn't see it anymore and my blood pressure would go down. And then after the scope was over, I unblocked her. Well, it's like she may be able to concentrate just fine, but it's kind of disrespectful. And I was like, I don't know. Because you want to have the comments on, because people will say things that have to do with Anita's reading that she's giving you that are good to read as well. So I gotta make sure he's not getting into things. But when people are saying other things, it's super distracting. I don't know. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. I don't mind when people talk if I'm giving readings, but yeah, exactly. She's really good at what she does, but she still has to read the comments to make sure whoever she's doing the reading for is understanding what she's saying. So she has to sit there and stop and read all the comments. But they're unrelated. And she's too nice to tell them to stop. She's really nice. I would be like, guys, come on now. Why are we talking about food while I'm trying to give a reading? It doesn't make any sense. All right. So I'm going to go. I may be on later. We'll have to see. I have to go to the store. Yeah. So thanks for coming. and talking to me. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. You guys are so wonderful. It makes my heart happy. All right, so I may be on later. We'll have to see. I may do some more readings or a general reading. So you guys have a really wonderful Friday. It's Friday, right? I lose track of days. If you have kids and it's time for their winter break, then good luck. Yes, I will come. I have to put my kiddo down, but I can watch Scope while he's going to sleep because it doesn't bother him. I will come watch him because he makes me laugh. All right, you guys, have a good